On a dreary morning, a 9-year-old boy named Alex stood up for a woman being humiliated by a mean bus driver. The next day, a sleek Mercedes arrived at his school, leaving everyone astonished. That gloomy day began with Alex and his dad, James, standing at the bus stop. As the cool breeze brought a serene hush over the bustling metropolis, James gave his final guidance to his son since he couldn't accompany him due to a crucial job interview. "Remember what I told you, son. I can't walk you today because of my interview. Make sure to get off at the stop near your school. Stay vigilant, all right? I'm 9 now, Dad." "I've got this," Alex declared, trying to hide his nervousness about his first solo commute. James tousled his son's hair, masking his emotions. "That's my boy," he said as the bus rolled in. They hugged tightly before Alex boarded, paid his fare, and greeted the driver with a shy, "Good morning." Seated in a corner, Alex watched the city pass by, lost in his thoughts. He noticed the hustle and bustle of people going about their day, the gray sky overhead, and the tall buildings passing by. Alex loved observing the world outside the window, imagining the stories of the people he saw. At a bustling station, the bus halted, welcoming a stream of passengers. Among them, a woman with an anxious expression boarded the bus. Her eyes darted restlessly, scanning the surroundings as if in perpetual search. She seemed out of place, carrying an aura of despair that enveloped her like an invisible cloak. When she reached the turnstile, she hesitated, telling the driver she had no money for the fare. The driver exploded with harsh words, telling her to get off the bus. "Get off the bus. If you can't pay, you can't stay," he shouted, causing heads to turn and whispers to spread among the passengers. The woman, visibly humiliated, began to beg, trying to explain her situation. "Please, sir, I need to get to my destination. I promise I'll come back and pay you." The driver was merciless. "I've heard that before. Get off my bus," he yelled, his voice echoing through the bus. Tears began to flow down the woman's cheeks, tracing paths of despair across her face. Alex, seeing no one else willing to help, stood up. He felt a surge of courage and empathy. He took his lunch money, the money his father had worked hard to provide, and handed it to the driver. "Here it is. Now she can get on the bus," he said firmly. The passengers were silent, surprised by the boy's bravery. The woman, grateful and teary-eyed, sat beside Alex. "I can't thank you enough, little buddy," she said, her voice still shaky. Alex handed her a handkerchief and replied simply, "It's okay. Nobody should be treated like that." As the bus continued its journey, Alex and the woman exchanged stories. She introduced herself as Isabella and shared that she had fallen on hard times recently. Alex listened intently, feeling a sense of connection with her. He told her about his own experiences, including the struggles his father faced after his mother's passing. The woman listened with empathy, her expression softening. When Alex arrived at his stop, he waved goodbye and walked to his school, unaware of the impact of his actions. Isabella watched him through the window, her heart warmed by his kindness. The next day, she arrived at Alex's school in a luxurious Mercedes, seeking to repay his kindness. Inside the school, James was discussing his son's scholarship situation. As Isabella introduced herself and shared her story, James was astonished. She revealed that she was the daughter of a luxury car magnate and had been the victim of an attempted kidnapping. Alex's kindness had left a lasting impression on her. Isabella offered to pay for Alex's education, overwhelmed by gratitude. Despite James's initial refusal, he finally accepted her generosity. She then invited James and Alex to dinner, promising Alex the pizza he had longed for. Isabella's visits became frequent, and she formed a close bond with Alex and James. She even helped James finish his studies and secure a job as an engineer at her father's company. Over time, James and Isabella fell in love, and Alex finally found the mother figure he had longed for. Their lives were transformed by a simple act of kindness on a bus, showing the extraordinary power of empathy and compassion. But the story doesn't end there. Isabella, grateful for the new family she had found, decided to share their story with others. She used her influence and resources to start a foundation that helped people in need, inspired by Alex's act of kindness. The foundation provided scholarships, support for struggling families, and resources for those facing difficult times. Alex, now older, became a spokesperson for the foundation. He shared his story at events and on social media, inspiring others to perform acts of kindness. He spoke about the impact that small gestures could have and how they could change lives. James, with Isabella's support, continued to excel in his career. He also volunteered with the foundation, giving back to the community that had helped him and his son. The family's bond grew stronger, united by their shared mission of helping others. One day, while attending a charity event, Alex met a young girl who reminded him of himself. She was shy but had a spark of determination in her eyes. He learned that she was struggling in school due to financial difficulties. Moved by her story, Alex decided to mentor her, helping her with her studies and providing the support she needed. The girl thrived under Alex's guidance, excelling in her studies and gaining confidence. She, too, began to perform acts of kindness, inspired by Alex's example. The ripple effect of Alex's initial gesture on the bus continued to spread, touching more lives and creating a community of compassion and support. Years later, as Alex looked back on his journey, he realized how far he had come from that day on the bus. His small act of kindness had grown into something much larger, creating positive change in the lives of many. He knew that his mother would be proud of him and the family they had built together. The story of Alex, James, and Isabella became a beacon of hope, showing that even the smallest act of kindness can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Their journey was a testament to the power of empathy, compassion, and the belief that we can all make a difference in the world. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to check out our next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our future releases. Join us for more heartwarming stories that inspire and uplift.